This is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Oh my god. I have tremendously good news to announce right here on the Weekend Preview regarding July's Patreon. We were behind for quite some time. For weeks, we've been, $200, then $100, $125 behind, and it fluctuated up and down because some people would pledge, but then some people would lower their pledges for the month, and it would basically go like this, okay? It was very hard to keep track of every day. Were we at the goal? Were we not at the goal? How much below the goal were we?
If you're not aware, the monthly goal this month for July, if we hit it, was that I'm going to do a Patron's Choice playthrough.
The good news, folks, tonight, 2 people stepped up to the plate tonight and pledged pretty chunky, hefty amounts to my Patreon. We went over the goal. In fact, I believe it was up to $1,174 out of $1,125. So we exceeded it by like $50.
I really hate you, but I cannot live without you if I try. I can't imagine life without you, ice cream.
But then those people went and immediately lowered their pledges again because they didn't want to be recharged for that tomorrow night. So the good news is we didn't hit and exceed the goal, but we're not out of the woods yet. There's a very small chance, very small, that a ton of people who have their pledges set up right now will not have their pledges go through, and therefore, if I get like hundreds of dollars worth of declined pledges, then we're going to be in trouble. Now, even if that happens, the good news is they still have a chance to update their information and have their pledges go through and count for July. So even worst case scenario, if that happens tomorrow night, we still have a chance that we're going to do the monthly goal. But the good news is because of the 2 people who pledged today, the big amounts, we're very much in a strong position to be hitting the goal and doing that event for the month of July, all right?
Things are very positive right now. I can't be negative. I'm very pumped for all the new stuff this week in particular. I'm like energized because finally, even though I was doing fun stuff during July, I understand that's considered more downtime stuff. Now we're gonna have all these events and things going on. I think people are gonna be re-energized, coming back to the streams, getting excited again, new releases. They get pumped for all that stuff, right? I'm pumped for it, and I hope that you are too. So there you have it. Thank you, everyone.
Macho Randy says he got his cock stuck in a fidget spinner. I feel very bad for you, Macho Randy.
You must have a really small penis.
I don't know how that was possible. I mean, good God.
So I want to say thank you. As soon as I said thank you, I swallowed the wrong way. Oh, hold on a second. Let me get a sip of something. Holy shit.
I have to give a huge thank you shout out. I'm not going to name names in particular because these people didn't step up and say, oh, please give us credit or anything. There's a few people, there's actually 3 people in particular, who last night gave some significantly large pledges to my Patreon, alright? To the point where it went over the monthly goal, okay? At least when it comes to what was showing on my publicly facing Patreon page. It was actually up to, like 1174 or something like that. My goal is 1125 a month. It exceeded it. It was like 1174 or whatever, okay? And so, the good news here is, because a few people stepped up and contributed in a big way, it looks like there's almost no way we won't hit the monthly goal. I don't want to promise people, oh, we've hit the goal 100% guaranteed, we've done it, we're good. No, I don't want to do that, because I'm afraid that if I do that, then what happens if worst case scenario happens, that would just be my luck. We hit the goal, we did it, it's all amazing. And then fucking something crazy happens, and then we don't hit it. I don't want to do that. But the bottom line is we are pretty much in the clear here. I could not really foresee something going so horribly wrong that we don't hit the monthly goal for July. Shout out to Real Pet Chicken, who subscribed to the channel for the 4th month in a row, and he says, Phil, I'd like to thank you for all the Street Fighter 2 videos that you've uploaded. It's amazing to see someone of your skill kick ass online. I'm always rooting for you and hope you have more success in the future. Well, first of all, thank you, Real Pet Chicken, for the resub. I appreciate that. I still say it's funny. And the reason I say it's funny is because there's still people, to this day,
who are so either ignorant or they just don't want to believe, no matter what evidence is presented to them or whatever. They refuse to believe, ever, that I played a competitive fighting game at a professional level. They don't want to believe it because they say, oh, Phil's known for being the guy who kind of sucks at every game he plays, and we want to just make slanderous, insulting, negative videos about him. We can't do that if we actually acknowledge the fact that he's actually good at something.
So that being said, they ignore the fact that there's, numerous tournament results out there showing that I've placed in won tournaments before. 4th place at EVO Nationals, won multiple EVO qualifying tournaments in 2006 and 2007. The fact that during that time period I was winning, or at least making top 3 in pretty much every single Street Fighter 2 tournament that I entered, no matter where it was, whether it was on the East Coast, West Coast, Texas, anywhere I went, I was placing or winning, okay? They don't want to acknowledge that. They just want to pretend like all that doesn't exist, and that I have no actual knowledge of fighting games, and every time I play, I'm just like an incompetent boob who's just there to scream and yell and suck, when it's not the case. If you've watched the Street Fighter 2 footage, you know that, okay? You can see I can play with every character in that game. I know a lot of gameplay mechanics in that game from having so much experience in it. I mean, Street Fighter 2, I played Street Fighter 2 on the United States release day in arcades. I was there. It was luck. I just happened to be there on the day when it was released in American arcades, and I played it, on launch day, and pretty much, never went back. Not to say that I play it constantly at competitive level anymore, but I played the living hell out of it. I know so much about Street Fighter 2 in particular that, it would be, you'd have to have your eyes closed, or you'd have to actively be ignoring the fact that you can see for yourself
that I'm actually good at Street Fighter 2 in order to say I'm not good at it and I can't play at a pro level and all that. And of course you got idiots who argue semantics. You were never a professional fighting game player. You never made a living doing it. That's correct. You want to know why I never made a living doing it? Because you couldn't.
When I played fighting games at a professional level, meaning a high-level, competitive level, there was no way to make enough money to make a living doing it. Even if you went to EVO and won every fucking tournament, you couldn't make a living doing it. It wasn't enough money.
The truth of the matter is, I'm really good at Street Fighter 2.
I love the game, even though every version of the game I play is far inferior to the actual arcade version. And every time I play it, over the years, whether it's a shitty PS2 port, Anniversary Edition, Capcom Classics Collection 2 Edition, HD Remix Edition, and now we've got Ultra Street Fighter 2 Edition. They're all different from the original Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo arcade version, which is the best fighting game ever made, in my opinion. But that being said, I love playing whatever version of the game I can get my hands on, alright? So, that's why I love it, alright? And that's why I play it, even though the connections are terrible and all, I rage when I play. I still very much enjoy it. It gives me a feeling of nostalgia and a feeling of connection to my roots of how I got started just in gaming in general. Alright.
I have like one more sip left, so let me finish this. Yeah, I'm actually drinking a Kickstart. Here's what happened. So for the past several months, I mean, it's been what? Since like April, if not earlier, they got those VA energy drinks at my local grocery store. I've been drinking those constantly, right? Because they're good, they're healthy for you. They have B vitamins, they have actual fruit and vegetable juice in them. I looked and I was like, holy shit. I had like 2 or 3 Kickstarts left in my closet that either were about to expire or just expired because I left them in there not realizing I still had them as I was drinking the V8. So I said, let me finish these off. I was like, well, today makes sense. I'm doing a marathon. I'm going to need the energy, right? For those of you, of course, being critical in the stream chat, energy drinks aren't good for you. No, this isn't. The V8 ones are. The V8 ones have natural caffeine from green tea, fruit juice, and vegetable juice in them. It's actually, those drinks are considered 1 portion of veggies and fruits per day when you drink one. It's actually good for you. It's proven to be. It's not like a normal energy drink like this or Rockstar or anything like that, Monster. It's not a typical energy drink. So, that's right. Greatest story never told just says, nothing is good for you, just drink water and eat bread for your whole life. There you go. Don't even eat any veggies, just bread and water. That's it.
Jab, 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 jab. Oh, low kick combo, low kick combo, low kick combo, low kick combo, low kick combo. Oh, it's still hitting. Low kick combo, low kick combo, low kick combo.
Fuck you. You suck. Alright, I'm not dead, but I swear to God I wish I fucking was.